Now, I noticed a question from Mike earlier, which is quite similar to this question here. So kind of they come together in supporting, how are we going to provide support to tourism? So the question that I got from somebody is, I work in tourism. I don't expect to have a job anytime in the next year. What can I do in the meantime? And what support may be available once CERB runs out?
Yeah, well, the CERB is available for 16 weeks. That's currently constructed. A couple of weeks ago, we announced the measure that we're going to increase the amount of time that the wage subsidy is going to be available. So our main focus is being able to transition people from the CERB to the wage subsidy as a way of kind of getting people reintegrated into the economy. And I think tourism is the perfect example of that, because for so many tourism operators, as soon as the pandemic hit, their business was more or less gone, and a lot of them didn't even have the opportunity to, if they rehired someone, they might not have had immediate work to do. So for the tourism industry, it's so important that they can be collecting the wage subsidy further down the road when they'll have some but not as much business. And currently, it's extended until the end of August. There's a big push to have that extended further for the tourism industry, which is going to kind of have to focus on more local, regional, national before international tourism. So there's a big focus there. Destination BC and Destination Canada is doing a lot of work on that specifically. And so we're hoping we're going to have kind of a gradual restart and be able to support that industry through it, because there's almost 2 million people that work in that industry across the country. So it's one of, if not our largest employers, and critically important on the Sunshine Coast and actually throughout the riding. So it's a key focus for me. And there's very active discussions on making sure that people that work in that sector can benefit from the existing benefits. And it may be that there'll need to be additional supports for that sector going forward. But as it's currently set up right now, you can access the CERB for 16 weeks. But if need be, and just like everything else, it's kind of a day by day, week by week analysis of what's needed, and we're going to make sure that the people that work in these important industries have the supports to get through the pandemic.
Okay. So one suggestion that I got that's quite related to that, I think, is retraining. So some people may look at this opportunity where they don't see the job prospects improving at all within the next year. And this is a different question that I'm just chucking in here. This person would really like to see some retraining opportunities for those people who may not have those job prospects. And honestly, I think it's a great opportunity to learn right now.
Absolutely.
And if you're in a low-paying industry, maybe it's time to take that training, step it up, and be able to earn that higher income with that little bit of training over the next year or so.
That's a fantastic point. And I know a lot of, whether you're a elementary school, high school, or university, there's so much of the curriculum's been able to move online. There's incredible resources that are available online for, to get trained in different areas. And this, for many people, is a time where they have some more, they have the ability to enroll in those classes. So I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, the part about the online education, I'm wondering if some of the schools can offer surge capacity. Since they are going primarily online, what's the difference between offering a class for 50 people versus 500 people? If we provide that capacity, lower the barriers for people to get back into the school, I think that could be a huge opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.